Hey guys, it's me again. So today I just wanted to get something on my channel, just basically just some realism. And I feel like mothers, parents, I feel like they need to speak more openly about the dark parts of becoming a parent, being a parent, um, especially for the mothers. Like, don't get me wrong, the dads also do have these moments after having a new baby. Just, the whole, especially when it's your first child as well. I mean, even if it's your second, third, it all still hits you at different times. And yeah, mums and dads both suffer, with the dark sides. And basically, you're just exhausted at the end of the day. But I just wanted to speak the truth about, and just reality about being a mother. And as beautiful it is as it is, and I could sit here and tell you all the most beautiful moments and just, yeah, but I actually want to be real about the parts that, can bring us down. The fact is, I've had a child 17 years ago when I was 16, had him at 17, and I'm now doing it all over again, and he's now 17. So yeah, I started fresh again. And my son Maddox is now 8 weeks. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of speak about the reality of what it really is to be a mother, and the highs, the lows, but we're going to speak more about the lows. And the fact, just, some days I don't want to just get up, get ready. As much as I'm not lazing around, that's one thing I seem to actually struggle with, is actually just sit my ass down. Just sitting down and enjoying those moments. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy those moments very, very much so. But it's more, I can't sit still. Cannot sit bleeding still. And yeah, the only times I sit still is when I'm breastfeeding. And I'm just like, just taking it all in. But no, I just can't be one of those mothers that just sit and watch Netflix series and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I will do that with my partner once he's down in the evening. But yeah, so it's when it's just like you wanna, you're just trying your best in every angle. And I literally have OCD so bad. So my house, I am constantly cleaning, washing everything to keep everything clean, tidy, as much as you can when you have a newborn, but as much as you can try and have you time as well, which is very little. But yeah, most days I just don't want to leave the house, especially when the weather's crap at the moment anyway. But I just get up and I'm like, I'm so exhausted from the night feed, especially when you're breastfeeding as well. As much as it's easier just to latch on with your breast and, they stop crying, they're comforting, it's easy just to pop them on the boob. But at the same time, it's more exhausting for the mother to be awake a bit more than the dad. And just, yeah, I love breastfeeding. Don't get me wrong, I love breastfeeding. And I've gone through, I feel like I'm jumping to each bit here. It's because I've got so much to say and I'm just trying to get it all in one. But yeah, breastfeeding, let's go on to that quickly first. So he's now 8 weeks, and I've pushed through that stage. So with my first son, I could only do just over, I think it was about 2.5 weeks. But like I said, I was young and I kind of give up too easily. I started bleeding, I was so sore, but it happened again with Maddox, my second son, and I was like, no, I'm going to push through this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove myself wrong, that I'm not a failure, prove myself right, and I'm going to smash it. and I am smashing it still currently. So I'm very proud of myself for that. I do want to do it 6 months is my goal. If I can go past that, I'm going to be mega proud of myself. Super proud of myself. And if you're a breastfeeding mum, go you. Literally, I applaud you as much as I applaud myself. And it's not easy. That as much as it's more of a bond with your child, and it's just nice to, especially when you're skin to skin as well, when you've just bathed them, or even if I've been in the bath with him, and he loves the bath, but just before I get him out, because he hates getting out the bath, so I'll just kind of put him on the boob whilst I'm in the bath, so he's having, and it's just so nice. Like, I just love that little moment. And as much as I'm here to talk about the downsides, we can have some cute bits too. You just can't not. But yeah, and then you get him out of the bath and he's more settled. But no, it's just, yeah, breastfeeding is definitely a challenge. Definitely a challenge. And as much as I kind of want it, I have put him on formula as well. So like obviously his dad can feed him as well, and I do express. So he's having a bit of formula in between the breast milk. But yeah, so it's just more. And do you know what I struggle with as well? Not so much now, but it was more at the beginning. It's because I never really had that outside time with my first son with the breastfeeding. It's being out in public and trying to cover up, trying to breastfeed, trying to make him comfortable, myself comfortable. And yeah, I did struggle with that at first. But now I think I'm more, you know, just go for it. It's natural at the end of the day. And it's lovely to see other breastfeeding mums out and about. And I've had a few ladies come up to me when I've been out breastfeeding. And they're like, do you know what? I love seeing that. I love seeing a mum breastfeeding. And it is lovely. As much as it is challenging, and you get those sore nips, the cracked nips, like all that. But I kind of just got through that stage, and I'm so glad I did. But yeah, let's just talk about the bags we get under our eyes. Like, come on. Like, seriously, I've never felt so disgusting in my life with the sleepless nights. And feeling so sleep deprived really just puts an impact on your whole day. Like, you feel disgusting, you look disgusting, and it just puts an impact on everything. I feel like I want to argue with my partner with absolutely anything. He breathes, I'm like, don't breathe. Just don't even breathe. Yeah, and it's, I don't know, when I'm tired, I really, really suffer. Like, I can't deal with being tired. So when you've been out breastfeeding and like during the night, and then you can't nap because you can't sit bloody still, and you feel like you need to, housework and washing seems to be more of a priority than sleeping. So yeah, I make a rod for my own back with that kind of stuff. But yeah, tiredness. Yeah, I can sit here all day and tell you exactly how that impacts my whole day. And I'm vile, very vile when I'm tired. But yeah, I feel like I've also suffered quite a bit with, I don't know how to say it. Would I say depression? Some days I would say yes, which is very normal after birth, newborn. And I can sit here and tell you how lovely and how much of a great mood and everything, but I'm not gonna lie, I have definitely suffered with a bit of depression. Like, it's not all butterflies and rainbows. It's like I said, it was 17 years ago when I had my first child, and I'm kind of doing it all over again, and you kind of have to learn it all over again yourself. My partner was like, because it's his first, Maddox is his first, so he's like really worrying. And when I was going through my pregnancy, I was like, honestly, don't worry about it. I've physically got to learn and go step by step from the very start again with myself even. So I was like, don't worry, we're in this together, we're just going to wing it together. So yeah, it was just, I don't know, with the depression side, I feel like it's because I was so used to working full time, and I love my jobs. So my jobs, which I'll be very open about as well. So I have my own beauty business, I'm a beauty therapist, and I also do fetish content creator stuff. So, but yeah, that can be for another video if anyone wants to kind of know about my jobs and anything else about that work side. I'm more than happy to do a video about all of that. But yeah, I think I was just so used to it, and like I said, I love my jobs and I loved getting up, working. And obviously when my other son was older and he's kind of got into that stage where he kind of takes care of himself now, and I wasn't needed as much, whereas now I'm needed literally every second of the day. I can only work in the evenings when my partner comes home. So when he's finished work, he'll come home and then I will do several hours in the evening. And this is on very little sleep as well. So it is a struggle. And I think I just started to, I don't think it hit me that, hey, I've got a newborn again. I'm doing this all over again. As much as I love it, don't get me wrong. But like I say, there is downsides, dark sides to everything. And to parenting it's a lot. It is a lot to take on. And I'm just here being honest about it. And the fact that I feel like us mothers and fathers as parents should speak about that side more. You know, it's not all, oh, he smiled today, he whatever, I can't even think right now. This is how sleep deprived I am as well. I can't think, and I get everyone's name mixed up. God, luckily, yeah, I say the names within the house. Imagine if I called my partner Ryan, I was like, Dave, he'd be like, who the is Dave? Luckily I get even my dog Luna, Harley, and Ryan's name always mixed up. Anyway, going off track again. But yeah, it's just I just wanted to be real about all the parts. But so yeah, I was just it kind of hit me like, got a newborn, I'm now not working full time. This little bundle of joy needs me full time. I can only do my work that I actually love getting up for and doing only several, because I was back working 3 weeks after having my son, like I say, just in the evenings and an odd weekend. So it was like, yeah, I've got to take on all of this, and I'm at home on my own all day, every day. And I'm a very outdoorsy person. I love going out for walks, and I'll probably only go out for a walk like once a week. And it was just like, okay, something isn't right here. And I didn't, when like the midwives, I'm not going to lie, like when the midwives, health visitors say, you know, are you okay in yourself? And are you feeling okay? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely dying inside. And you know, when you want to speak to someone, it's like, no. And this is where I feel like us and mums, if we don't speak out, I think we should speak out a bit more, and not trying to close the door on it and make out we're absolutely fine when inside we're screaming, we're dying inside. And I'm not saying, I'm sitting here saying, oh, I'm struggling, help me and stuff like that. I'm kind of getting over that barrier now anyway, but I'm not going to make out it's all rainbows and butterflies when it's not. It is a struggle. So this little person needs you 24 hours of the day, and it is hard, and you've got to say goodbye to other stuff in your life, and you'll notice certain friends that are not now there for you because you've been pregnant and you've had a baby, and it's like, oh, okay, she won't want to come out anymore, she won't want to do this anymore. Oh, she's got a baby, I haven't got a baby. Or we got children different ages, and I don't know, it just there's something, and you kind of know who your real friends are and who are not. And then one should definitely go in the bin, let me tell you. But yeah, so no, I just feel like we should definitely speak out more. And if you know people that are having babies the same time as you, or just had a baby the same time as you, you should definitely meet up more, and just share stories and feelings and how being a parent or new parent is impacting on your life. But and also what I struggle with, and I don't know, it does make you feel a bit down sometimes, but the fact of when you already have a child and it's such a big gap also, it wouldn't be so bad if it was a child, I don't know, say like 1, 2, whatever, and you know, they don't really know as much. But when you've got a child that's older, and he's literally been my best friend since he was born, and he's shared everything in life with me. I would take him away on holiday once or twice a year. If I go to London, Brighton, wherever, whatever I was doing, he was with me. But as he's got older, even before Maddox can't come along, even before I was pregnant, he has kind of just, you know, got on with his life without needing me so much. But it's the struggle of already having a child and not feel it making them feel like they're pushed aside, which I'm definitely not doing. But in your head, you're just like, am I giving him my all still, as much as he needs me when he's 17? But am I making him feel left out? Like, am I giving him just as much attention? I just don't want to make him feel pushed aside, which is definitely not the case. But you just don't know what's going on in their heads also, do you? But yeah, like I say, I was a teen mum. I don't know how I did it. I was working, I was living just me and Harley, and yeah, I just don't know how I did that. Because I feel like I probably struggled more now, or I just don't remember from those years back. But yeah, it's hard having that child and not making them feel pushed aside in any way, shape or form, which I really hope he isn't, which I'm sure he's not. But yeah, it's just, and like just most days with the feeling not yourself, it's like getting your body back. And I've literally just been eating what the heck I want, and I've been very, very lucky to lose my baby weight. Although I didn't really put weight on, I was more bump. It's just the boobies feel very heavy. And I'm not used to having big boobs. So yeah, I was very lucky with losing that very, very quickly. But you're still trying to feel yourself like pre-pregnancy as well. And most days I just get up and I'm like, I don't even brush my hair. I'm not even going to shower till 3 p.m. Because one, Maddox needs me 24/7 and he's a cluster feeder, and he's very much a mummy's boy, wanting to be held and cuddled. So it's trying to separate just to have a very quick shower can be challenging sometimes. And some days I'm like, do you know what, I'm not even going to brush my hair, I'm not going to shower till 3 p.m. and get ready for work until about that time. And I like to be ready for my work when my partner gets home from his job. So yeah, and it's just like, you've got bags under your eyes, need to cover those up, and it's like, they won't even cover up. Help. But what else did I want to say? I do have a little list here I do keep looking down on, by the way, because it's just like I want to get all those factors in that I sit there, and when I'm breastfeeding you tend to sit there and think about things, and it's like, I'd love to speak about this. And I'm like, do you know what, I'm going to do it in a video all in one, talking about all the down points, all the dark points, because why not? And I feel like they should be spoken about more, and us mums should definitely communicate more, because you don't know, that that other new mum might be feeling exactly the same. It's like, hey, let's do something about this. Let's message each other each morning as soon as we wake up, or during the night. We could be feeding at the same time during the night, and we could sit there messaging each other, because it does get lonely when you're breastfeeding and you're up. As much as my partner does help throughout the night, but he'll kind of change him and then pass him to me, and I'll do the breastfeeding, and they could be feeding for a while, and then they'll probably need a burp or a bit more boob to then get them back off. And it does get lonely, I'm not going to lie. And I've already spoke to my partner about this. He knows how I feel with everything anyway. But yeah, you could just message the other new mum, be like, hey, are you awake? You know, and just message them. And I feel like it should definitely be shared more, our feelings as a new, or not even a new parent, but becoming a new parent all over again from the beginning. But yeah, you always, in my mind, I'm always like, am I doing my best? And I'm so hormonal, I'm so stressed, I worry about absolutely everything. And then I'm like, am I being a really crap partner because I'm so hormonal? And like I say earlier, if he even breathes, I'm like, don't even breathe near me. Just don't. And when he's snoring next to me and I'm breastfeeding, I'm like, I really just want to poke you. But I'm not gonna. But yeah, you're just always like, am I doing the best I can? Can I do better? And it's like, you need to actually give yourself a bit of, you need to give yourself a pat on the back, basically, because you've gone through so much through pregnancy, giving birth, after birth. So I actually caught sepsis 2 days after. I was so poorly. And this can be another video also, if anyone wants the story of my birth and the afterbirth. And I was in hospital for 8 weeks. Jesus, no. 8 days. That was long enough. But yeah, that can be another video if you also want to hear about all that side of things. But yeah, you've gone through all of this and more, and you kind of need to give yourself a pat on the back and be like, hey, you're an absolute Wonder Woman. You, like, us women are so strong, and we don't even know it sometimes until we actually have to go through a lot in life. And then you look back and you think, Jesus, how did I even do that? I mean, there's been many moments in my life where I thought, am I doing my best? And I should have done that better. And it's like, no, why? You are a strong woman, and you push yourself through the hardest times, and you should really praise yourself more for that. And I think all us mums should definitely do more of that. That's for sure. That is a task for yourself. Set that today. Even write little notes down. I know I used to do this, and I feel like I should most definitely do this again, is just write down all the pros and cons of that day, and what you achieved that day, and what you feel like your strongest, like what you kind of not achieved, but you feel like, yeah, hey girl, I did that today. Do you know what I mean? Just little things that can make you feel so much more better. But yeah, what else do I want to talk about? But yeah, same again with not feeling you're doing your best. And it's like, whatever you do, you actually just don't feel like you're good enough. You don't feel like you're doing your best. And but yeah, that it comes under the same thing as I've just spoke about. But I get that rolling through my head all the time. Like, I just really don't feel good enough. I feel like I'm not doing better than Wendy down the road. Don't know why that name popped in my head. Like, she's doing this, she's doing that. Am I doing this? Am I doing that? So, you're that little human beings, everything. They're not going to pick up on, she didn't do that, Wendy did that. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, you're doing the best you can, and do that, mama. Just be you. Do your best. try to get these dark thoughts out of your head, because I'm still trying to do that. I'm not saying I'm now over every situation, because every damn day I have that running through my head, but I'm trying to get to the stage where I'm now trying to put more positive thoughts into my head, be a better partner, because I am absolutely horrific with hormones, and yeah, that I definitely need to work on. As much as my partner loves me, he's like, God, you're so hormonal. And yeah, I flip over the most tiniest little things. I do that, and I feel like it's because I'm putting myself down and not feeling myself, that I'm projecting that onto him, because he's my closest person and the person I can vent to. So it's just like, I just basically throw up all this venting, all these hormones, and it's just like, wow. But yeah, bless him, he deals with a lot. That's all I have to say. But anyway, I feel like I'm gonna close that here. But anything else you would want me to speak on, then I'm more than happy to do another video. But yeah, that's Keep It Real, mamas. That's speak more. And even with family or other friends who don't have babies or children, let's try and speak more about our feelings, because I most definitely don't, and I keep it in too much, that when I explode, and it's just not good. So yeah, it's not all butterflies and rainbows, honey. But mamas, you are doing amazing, so keep at it. And if you're breastfeeding and not breastfeeding, you're still doing an amazing job. So yeah,